Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Moody Performance Hall. My name is Nicole Stewart, and I am the producer of Freedman's Town to Botham, Stories for Racial Healing. Welcome to our opening performance. We couldn't be happier to have you all here tonight to share in this incredibly transformative night of storytelling. Thank you. About 3 years ago, going on 3.5, I met a fellow Hockaday alumnus named Lauren Embry, who within 30 seconds of meeting me said, "Let's do a storytelling show on race." Now, Lauren and I are both white. So she was very gracious in supporting me. I don't know if you guys have been following, but I've done some shows in the past couple of years about abortion, another topic that gets people all riled up. She said, I met this woman, and I think you need to meet her, and her name is Dr. Jokey McElroy, and she's an elder, and I think the work that she did last year, she presented a show called Our Stories, Building Trust and Bridging Communities, and I think that you guys might really align. So it turns out that I go meet Dr. McElroy, and she was a professor at Northwestern University for 35 years in the Performance Studies department. And Northwestern University is my alma mater. That's where I graduated from in theater. And we started talking about storytelling, and she started telling me about the show that she had done with Karamia Theater, and how she had taken 7 people and just telling their regular stories and taken that show all around Dallas so that we could get to know each other better. And I'm like, we are so on the same level. I'm very humbled to be working with her. She has an extraordinary amount of experience, and tonight she is directing the show. So what you see is her vision, and I really, really want to say from the bottom of my heart, Lauren, we did it. We're here tonight. We got all these people here. Thank you to the Embry Family Foundation for your generous support. Thank you to the City of Dallas Office of Cultural Affairs for the grant. Thank you to Serena Connolly. Thank you to Jackie Miller Stewart and to Dallas Truth Racial Healing and Transformation. Thank you to Nova Restaurant in Oak Cliff, who has fed our cast backstage and at rehearsal, and a huge thank you to Dallas Public Library. So I don't know if you guys know this, but we are not just doing the show tonight. We have 5 more performances. So every Saturday, starting this Saturday, May 25th at Lockwood Branch Library, we're going to be having a free performance of this show at different branches around the Metroplex, around the city, okay? And thank you. Amazing. I'm so excited to make the show accessible to more people. And as I was going through this process, I actually found this crazy fact. My great-great-grandmother founded the Dallas Public Library. A white woman named Mae Dixon Exall. So I'm kind of like, whoa, here I am having this relationship with the library, and then I'm talking to Dr. Jokey, and she tells me she was not allowed to go into the Dallas Public Library until after it was segregated. And so, in a word, that's why we're doing this show. I want to say a huge thank you to Alyssa Finley Long and Botham John's mother, Allison, for their incredible support of the show and for allowing us to use their son's name in this title. We hope to honor him through sharing his story, and we are very grateful. And humbled that his friend is here, Jeremy Bonner, to tell his story tonight. If you feel compelled to make a donation, I hope that you'll consider making a donation to the Botham Jean Foundation. You guys are going to find out more about what it was like to be like Bo, but he was a pretty great guy. I want to say a shout out to my husband. Thank you so much for your support. Christian Vasquez. Wow, you guys, if you don't know this name, get ready, okay? This 24-year-old filmmaker from Dallas is the author of the beautiful work that you've seen tonight and in the weeks preceding, and we'll continue to see work from him. Thank you so much for your vision and for sharing our stories with so many more people. I hope that after tonight, you'll share those videos and encourage people to come to the Dallas Library performances, because the greatest tool we have for racial healing and understanding one another is sharing our stories. So let's keep the conversation going. Just not during the show. If you wouldn't mind turning your cell phones off, that would be super awesome. Like, the glowing light is really distracting. So if you can go ahead and do that now, and then after the show, you can tweet out on social media to everybody you want. There will be a photographer in the lobby during the intermission who is going to be taking a bunch of pictures. We're going to have a 10-minute break after the stories, and then the storytellers are going to come back on stage, and this is an oral fixation first. They're going to sit on stage and answer questions from you guys. So if you can, stay after the show, get your break, come back in, and we'll have a chance to interact with the storytellers. And then at that point, they'll join us in the lobby after the Q&A, and they would love to talk to you and tell you about the process of being in the show and working on their story and why they're doing this. But I just got to say, like, this whole process has been so incredibly humbling and painful. I think that waking up to the truth that racism is alive and at work and every single day in our community, it hurts. Yeah, it really hurts. And I think, as white people, it hurts to know how much we contribute to that. And there's a lot of pain in waking up to that. So I thank you all for your open hearts and minds. And I thank you all. I want to warn you, there is going to be the use of the N-word in the show. It is told in the context in which it was heard. And with that beautiful sound, let's start the show. Here we go. Freedomstown to Botham John, Stories for Racial Healing. Thank you for being here.